Okay, so we're going to talk about micro gardening. This is not a new concept. It's been around for a very long time. We've had garden classes in the past, and people would come to our place. We've been blessed to have an acre of dirt. Mm-hmm. It looked like the face of the moon when we first moved in. Is all decomposed granite. But after 20 years of work, now it's got like 70 fruit trees and blackberries and all manner of things. You know, I kind of joke, you know, some men like to collect Harleys. Some men like to, you know, I don't know, collect cars. My man digs holes. That's what he does, fruit trees. That's what he likes to do. Yes. So I don't go out there at night because I'll fall into a hole. Anyways, when we'd have these garden classes, you know, I was always amazed at the people who come. It's us. And most of us don't have acres of land to work with, or the energy, or the money, or the tractors. There's got to be a different way, a smaller way. And I was reading the BBC a while back, reading their, you know, websites or whatnot, and the article said, okay, face the facts, all you Brits. Fresh, healthy food will no longer be the cheapest. If you want fresh, healthy food, talk to your grandparents. Remember the Blitz? Does anybody remember when London was bombed every night for a year? How did they survive the Blitz? With they call it window gardens. That's how they survived. And I've talked to some senior people in the Riverside area who grew up, whose parents grew up during those old days. And I asked them, is that true? Did you have window gardens during the Blitz? Oh, yes. We grew our tomatoes. You know, that's how they say the word tomatoes. We grew our tomatoes and our little green beans and our little, they call zucchini something else, aubergines or something. That's how we survived. Interesting. For a year, they really couldn't buy or sell much food. So I've always been thinking there's got to be a way. And then just the other week, I saw an article about the price of fresh produce and that we should go back to doing victory gardens. Does anybody remember your grandparents doing victory gardens back in the day? During the war, right? Well, we're going to do something very small, very small. And it's also called micro container gardens or container gardens. And I have to thank Harold and James and Vanessa for helping me with this. So a week ago, I just went to a large store and got the cheapest buckets I could that has a drain. And we put potting soil, and I put 5 plants. I got them in flats. And they're all the same. I have sugar snap peas. They're going to grow up, so you can hang them up against the back of your window or something. Yeah, you can eat them right off. You can even eat the leaves. And then this is chard, Swiss chard. There's a Swiss chard in every single one. And there is a celery right here. And you can be pinching that off and putting it in your soup, your salad, your sandwiches, your salsa. Oh, yes. Yes. Who makes homemade soup? Yes, you put those leaves in your soup. It makes really good caldo, like a nice flavor. And then here's a little bit of onions, some little onion sets. We tried to separate them a little bit, but you can pinch those off too. So what you're going to do is keep this thing watered, keep it in the shade or on your back patio, and you can be pinching off little bits and eating it. It sounds so ultra simple. It is. A couple years ago, I did something very simple with containers smaller than this, and I only made 3. And a lady told me later, she said she ate off of that for a year. I put in there a marigold flower, a spinach, and a parsley, and she ate off of that for a year. Amazing. Does anybody have big empty pots where the plants all died, your fern's dead, on the back patio? Take that out, put in some potting soil, something that's got nutrition to it. You can buy some potting soil. And then you can get a package of mixed lettuce seeds. It might have spinach, endive, kale, different herbs, parsley, and sprinkle that, and then whatever pops up, you eat it. Just that fast. You start pinching it off, keep it in the shade, and it won't bolt. One year, Vanessa did that for me, and we ate off of that for over a year and a half. We just kept watering it, kept pinching, and you know how spinach, when you grow spinach out in the sun in your garden, it bolts in a week or two, and you can't use it? This didn't bolt. It didn't turn to seed. So our families here, we would, one per family, we would encourage you can have one. Has anybody seen this brochure called Country Living? You've never seen this? This is an old publication. It was actually put together by Willie White. Willie White. Well, now it's put out by Harvest Time Books.
Let me ask, how many of you are sincerely considering in the future, with the help of God, moving out of the city? Okay. How many of you have received instruction? How many? Well, only 2 or 3. Would you like to have the instruction? Okay. We ordered these books here in church for you. And so we're going to pass them out. Can you help me? Yeah. And
Okay.
you are deacon number 1 here.
He is. Thank you.
Yeah. Where is my other deacon number 1 is Brother George. All my deacons are number 1.
There's more books over there?
Yeah. I have more books.
Okay.
Here. I have more.
And yes. We'll talk about, that's a good question. We'll talk about the seasons. Because living here, we're so blessed, we can have something most all the time. Yes, when it gets cold, they bring their pot in the house. That's how they survived it. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have more. So we'll make sure our people get, I didn't know how many was going to show up. So we'll bring more next week, very identical to this. So we'll make sure that all of us that live in apartments, we have limited resources. We don't have acres. We don't have dirt. I've noticed as I get older, my arms are not getting stronger. Am I the only one like that? I was going to bring something, I couldn't pick it up. Speaking of picking up, this is a smaller one. So I was growing these things and preparing for this, and I got an idea. Oh, look, I have some garlics that are starting to sprout. So you can stick your garlic in there. I know it seems small and tiny, but this is fresh, and it's cheap. And so what God blesses, it can be multiplied. Now, the reason I like this magazine, now I haven't seen this particular one, but the original one, the reason why I like this is because it's short and easy to read, but it's very balanced. It doesn't mean you have to go buy some property on the top of Mount McKinley. It means wherever God has you. You work with what you have, and you get more fresh. And in another place in here, it says that, people would ask Willie White, well, how many acres do I need? And he says, well, for a vegetarian family with a cow, you need 4 acres. I mean, they'd already calculated it, how much you need. If you're going to grow all your own stuff, you got some trees, you got chickens, and you got a cow, 4 acres. But you know what else she says? if you have 1 acre and you do what God blesses your life and you do the best you can, he can multiply it to produce as much as 10. I believe it. I have a friend, her first marriage, he passed. Her last name was Rosa Moya. And Rosa Moya, if you see this, I'm still thinking of you. When she was a young single mother, and she had decided to follow God and make changes in her life and keep Sabbath, she got fired off her job at the bank. So here she is, single mom, no money, no income, no food, the kids are crying. And so one morning she's praying, Lord, I have nothing in the cupboard, not even baking soda. What am I going to feed my babies? I want to keep your commandments. Please help me. And the thought occurred to her, go check the corn plants, because she had just planted a few corn seeds, and they were only this high, you know. And she continued praying, and she was told again, go check your corn. Well, I know there's nothing there. It's too early. She went out and checked, and there was 3 ears, one for her and one for each of the kids. God can do whatever he wants, you know. Praise the Lord. So I have, on each of these, there's 5 plants and a flower. And on this one, there's an idea with garlic. You can put garlics in there. You can even take your discarded daffodil bulbs, you know, and stick those in there too. And just keep it watered and keep pinching. In fact, this one's already been pinched off. The chickens got it, so I do apologize. But you're going to be pinching small things off of this every day to make your sandwich, to make your salsa. You can even, here's another thought. You can even, if you see a weed that you know what this is, this one. This one is lamb's quarters. Lamb's quarters. You know what this is? Who does?
No.
That's thistle. Thistles.
I'm gonna peel it too.
Yeah. There's many names. It's called goosefoot, and it's growing up right now. It's wild, a weed. It's called, yeah. And there's 3 identifiers. There's 3 identifiers to be sure you have the right one. Underneath is white powder of the leaf. The top is shaped like a goosefoot. That's another nickname for it, is goosefoot. And it smells green. It smells like spinach. But I do apologize. I intentionally also picked the wrong one. And I had them side by side, and so maybe you might smell the wrong one. Sometimes people confuse the wrong one. They think, well, this is a goosefoot, but it smells terrible. You wouldn't want to eat this. That's the correct one. It's called lamb's quarters. And it's very delicate. It tastes like spinach. You just pinch off each of the leaves, put it in your soup, put it in your beans, eat it raw. It has more calcium in it than spinach.
That will be grown up by the time you come to my home. You'll see it.
If you see little ones coming up, you could transplant those in a pot and then baby it. Yes.
For lunch?
Or your own sack lunch, maybe.
We're gonna.
Because I don't know who's coming.
Bring the sack lunch.
Maybe and water. Another thing,
I'll
yes.
provide the water.
Yes. Oh. You probably could. Look up lamb's quarters. Lamb's quarters.
No.
That one's called pigweed or amaranth. That smells terrible.
They look the same, but they don't have this color and white on the top. So you can pass it.
And they smell terrible. Yeah. Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Goosefoot lamb's quarters. So I'm going to show you another picture of lamb's quarters, Lambs, lamb's quarters plant. images. Here's another picture of it, lamb's quarters. You probably see it growing everywhere. Right? You probably see that everywhere. Right now it's coming up. Lamb's quarters, Another thing you can do is if you have an empty bucket or an empty plastic pot, you could put potting soil and put a cherry tomato plant in it. And then put that on your patio, and you can be eating cherry tomatoes all year on the back of that. Put onions and garlics, parsley. I got a basil plant from the grocery store, and I stuck it in a pot. And I'm keeping it in the shade because I don't like going out in the garden when it's hot. Yes. Just beauty. They say it keeps some bugs away. That one smells bad, doesn't it? Yeah. It could if you don't know what you're looking at. Lamb's quarter? Yeah. Isn't that crazy? No, that one's the wrong one. It smells bad, just to be sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, a salad garden or nasturtium?
Nasturtiums because they look beautiful.
Uh-huh.
You can eat both the leaves and the flowers.
Nasturtiums are edible too. Leaves and flowers.
Put in a small garden.
You can even go to the dollar store and get a package of radish seeds. They're cheap. And put a couple of seeds here and there, and you can be eating out of your little garden. So are you getting ideas what you could do? Nasturtiums are nice, yeah. That's another one. You can eat the flowers and the leaves. The flowers taste kind of lemony. Nasturtiums.
I'm sorry?
Where's the pigweed? The one that smells bad.
Okay.
It does, but it's nasty. Yeah. Okay. Did it go, oh, there it is. That's nasturtiums. Yeah. You have this, you can eat it. It tastes like lemon. The flowers taste like a lemons, and so do the leaves. If you want to grow something pretty in your pot and eat it too. Nasturtiums, those orange flowers, they taste lemony.
Light it up.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So another thing you can also grow is potatoes. Yeah, oh, she wants to see it. So this potato's gone bad. Even this part, you can still use it. I mean, who's going to argue, right? Okay. So if I had I wouldn't probably do it here. I'd probably do a different pot. So the way you do it is you cut each, you might cut this in 4 or 5 pieces, but you need an eye in each one. You need an eye because this is going to come up. This is going to come up. So you cut 4 or 5 pieces, let it dry a little bit, not be all wet. Let it kind of dry a little bit in your garage. And then you can plant this, a hunk, with this part up. And then you get potatoes down there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I found one. Yeah. So here's what you want to keep. That part. Yes.
Okay.
That's a potato, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody do sweet potatoes?
Bueno, lo voy a poner en la
Do you
cajita.
grow them? Anybody grow them? You grow them. From this? Do you have a lot of okay, have you put them in the ground before? And then you grow them in your garden? Oh, because I know there's a way to do, but the gopher's got my stuff. The gopher's got all my stuff.
Julia wants to tell us something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Julia, you want to,
Yeah.
Rita volunteer you to
I pigeon water.
about tomatoes.
Yeah. Okay. I want to hear your trick.
Okay, I've got an easy way to grow tomatoes.
Oh, tomatoes.
Basically, you can take a fresh tomato, get a paper cup that you use for parties, whatever, drill holes in the bottom of, poke holes in the bottom of the cup. And the cup only has to be like 4 inches high. That's all you need, 4 inches high. You put some soil in there, some vegetable soil. Try not to use the soil from the ground. You can use that, but mix it with some really good soil. Something that you've been doing with compost or whatever.
Okay.
So put that in the cup and take a tomato and slice it like you're going to slice it to put on a sandwich. You take that slice and put it on top of the soil. And then you take more soil and put on top of that. And within a week, you will see little sprouts growing out of that tomato. One slice of tomato, and you can have in that little cup 10, 15
Little plants.
And I'll
Oh,
send you the
very
picture
nice.
tomorrow of it.
Very
Yeah.
nice. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Sister Julia. Can you do it and have it ready on the 20th to show the people in my home?
Sure.
Excellent.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Just call me Farmer Anderson.
I know there's a way to grow the sweet potatoes by starts. I know there's a way because you've heard of the blue zones of the ladies in Okinawa. They live on these sweet, they're always got their potatoes, they're growing all year round. Whenever the typhoon comes and knocks everything down, they can go out there and dig these up. So they would have a permanent garden, permanent sweet potatoes. And so I know there's a way. I haven't been successful yet.
And then the leaves, you can actually saute the leaves.
Oh, that sounds nice.
And you-
Okay. These are
What-
two different things.
what is
Potatoes different.
The question.
Yeah, es que you plant it like the potato, the same way, the sweet potato.
No, this is very different. This is not a tuber. Sometimes when your sweet potatoes start to sprout like this, you encourage that. Maybe you stick it in some water, and then these will start growing like vines. And then you break them off carefully and start them in water, and then you have a bunch of little plants. That's what I'm trying to understand, if that's right. And then you lay these little plants in your wet garden, I hope. Anyway, so, okay. Well, that's a good start. So I'm learning a lot, and I thank you for your patience.
Okay. Now, you know, we don't have enough plants for everyone here, and I'm praying that God will give me Solomon's wisdom. So what I'm gonna do? How many of you do not have a garden? Those who don't have a garden. Raise your hand. How many don't have a garden?
Because you
Don't
live in
have a-
apartments, or you don't have soil, or,
Don't have any garden? We'll make a line right here.
yeah. And we'll
Come
bring more
over.
next week. We'll see how many more we need to bring, and we'll make some more and bring them next week.
Now, oh, by the way, Rita is having a birthday. Well, actually, birthday plus 7 days. And so we're going to pray for Rita for her birthday. And Rita, come and pick yours.
Yeah, come get a nice big one.
Okay. No. We don't sing we don't sing that on the Sabbath. We're going to pray over her. Because we don't have a cake and celebrate.
Oh, she had a birthday too.
She has a birthday too?
Mm-hmm.
She had one.
Oh, okay. Julia, come over.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I hope that's
Two
all the
birthdays. The birthday. Somebody says that you don't have a garden. Who doesn't have a garden? Who never tried a garden? Come over, sister. Come over. You don't have a garden? Come over. Come over.
Maria, come on, Maria.
We're going to bring more
Maria.
next week.
Maria
We'll make more for next week.
and Ida, you don't have a garden. Okay. Come. Yes.
They all
Okay.
have chard. They all have a chard. This is all chard,
Okay, come over.
Peas.
Come over here.
celery, and
Okay, who
There's
will
and
who will
onions.
be the
They all
next
do.
people? Yeah, los que no tienen. Come over here.
Yeah. Is that me?
It's not me.
Is that me?
Oh.
They're all the same. Hmm.
It was me. Sorry.
Yes, onions. Yes,
Okay,
that's
so
a celery.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Celery.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then these are
1, 2, 3,
peas, sugar snap
4, 5, 6, 7.
peas. Now that's celery.
We need 6 more.
Actually, yeah.
5 more people. 5 more
Onions.
people that
The onion sets, yeah.
that who would like to be the five among those people? Okay, come over, sister. Come over. 1, 2. Who else? 3. 3. Come over. Let me see.
So they're all the
Okay,
same.
I need to know. I need
They're
to
all
know.
the same.
Come
They
come
all
over.
have 4
I-
plants plus a flower.
I think we are getting the numbers. Can you take yours? Take everyone.
Yeah, they're
Everyone
all the
take yours.
same. They all have onions, Swiss chard. This is celery, peas, sugar snap peas that you can eat. Those are
Okay.
onions, and a flower. No, celery, apio. See, see.
Okay. Yeah. You. Okay. You wanna take a picture? Oh.
Peas. Chard, Swiss chard,
Can
onions,
I'm-
and celery. It won't it'll just stay into leaves.
Ah,
so you just
okay.
keep pinching leaves.
you know the you ladies that
They're
got
heavy.
the flowers. Come over here for a picture.
They're heavy. Oh, she's gonna need help. Some of those are they're heavy. And turn it off.
Just one because it's just so bright, it glares. Just, no, can you turn one on? Is it possible?
It's all or nothing.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine.
No, we want 2 minutes.
Mama.
Okay.
Okay.
How many more should we bring next week? Another 12? 20. 20. We'll find out how many more to bring.
Can you ladies turn to the side so that you can squish in a little more? No, the other, yeah.
Oh, she needs help carrying that.
Allá para ir.
Oh,
Hágase aquí para la foto. Para la foto. Sí, para la foto. Yo se la sostengo.
I know. It got heavier when we watered
Put
it.
it on the table. Okay. Okay. I'll put it right here. Like that. All right. Up here.
I'm tall enough.
They are.
I don't want to be on top of everybody. We're having these discussions. They're getting heavier. Okay. I can't do much longer.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Tell us to take a picture of the
Yes,
and then
when you start eating on it.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay.